Hi, I'm Miranda, founder of Marketing for Mental Health Practitioners. So, your email list is one of the most valuable marketing assets that you will own as a practice owner. So, platforms like social media obviously play a really important role in helping you build your presence, get in front of your ideal clients, and grow your practice over time. But the issue with those platforms is that you have no control over them ultimately. Facebook or TikTok can change their algorithm tomorrow and it completely changes how the platform works. However, your email list is something that you own. And so part of your marketing strategy should be to firstly grow your email list and then to send that email list regular valuable content. Then over time, part like a proportion of those clients will then hopefully convert into appointments or previous clients will become clients again. So, to build your email list isn't that easy. So, these days, people are very hesitant just to hand over their email address, just to subscribe to another newsletter. They obviously think they're just going to get more crap in their inbox. But obviously, the content that you'll be providing them will actually be really valuable and make a difference in their life. But we need to convince them of that to get them on your email list. So often, which you may have heard already, is people create a lead magnet, which is something that can entice people to basically hand over their email for to get that resource. And so often it can be tempting because the lead magnet is free, is to just sort of slap something together, a PDF resource, chuck it up on your website, and just think the emails are going to just flow in. But your lead magnet should be something that you actually invest a lot of time in because firstly it needs to be something so amazing and so valuable that people are a bit shocked that you're actually giving it away for free because they're like, oh, but I would expect something this amazing that I have to pay for. And you certainly need to make sure that it probably can't be found anywhere else for free. What the other thing you need to think about is that people will judge you on this lead magnet. So if it's a really token effort, short PDF, doesn't really provide a lot of value, and it's something that people could probably find somewhere just by Googling, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, it was okay. But this is your chance to make them go, wow, I have learned so much from this therapist, from this resource, which I cannot believe they were giving away for free. Like, imagine the quality of the other services that they provide in terms of their counseling sessions or maybe other products that you end up selling in the future. So, if you're going to set up a lead magnet, make sure you do invest a lot of time in creating one and then set it up on your website, ideally connected to a platform like a newsletter platform, customer relationship management platform like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. So you can automate that. So someone pops in their email address and then they're automatically sent that resource or log into the course that you're offering, whatever that lead magnet is that you created. So once you get into that sort of like connecting things up together, obviously it can be quite technical, and it's something that you could definitely learn how to do yourself. But sometimes it's where, maybe I'll get an expert and get some technical person to help me set that up. But definitely something to invest in. It certainly takes time building that email list, but a really important part of that email list is keeping you front of mind, and which is a big part of marketing because a lot of marketing is like, hey, remember me? Hey, remember me? So keep providing value over time because as we know, like sometimes people can sit on things for a long time before going, actually, today's the day I'm going to book an appointment with a therapist. So we want to make sure that when they do, they think of you. And by sending them regular newsletters, they will not only remember you, but they'll also be like, yeah, actually, their newsletters are always really useful, really helpful information. So it really just builds up your credibility. And it's also a good way of keeping you front of mind with past clients as well, because they might have dropped out of treatment for whatever reason, but at some point they might need some help again. So we want them to think of you as well. One thing that's really important to think about when you're setting up email campaigns is depending on where you are, there's laws around spam and opt-in to emails. So in Australia, we have very strict laws that you have to get people to opt in to send the newsletter. So obviously if they're handing their email over for a lead magnet, they're opting in there, but make sure even if someone's filled in your contact form, unless you have a tick box which says subscribe to my newsletter, if they haven't ticked that, then in Australia you should not be sending them stuff. In the US it's a bit different. There's the CAN-SPAM law that sits over the whole states as a federal law, which you don't have to get people opted in, but there are laws around making sure that you're not deceiving people and they can easily unsubscribe and things like that. But different states in America are actually coming out with separate laws as well. Some that also don't technically require you to have people opting in, but some do. So please just check, depending on where you live, what the laws are around that. And of course, in Europe, they're super strict as well. Anyway, I hope that was helpful.